Before we start, I would like you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Film Sprinter. 7. Joyful Noise 2012, $31 million. Joyful Noise follows the congregation of a small church in Georgia. Once a well-known source of gorgeous choir music, the church is now the site of a battle between strong-willed and very different singers, V. Rose Hill or Queen Latifah and Gigi Sparrow or Dolly Parton. Palmer portrays Olivia, V's daughter and the source of wisdom in her mother's saddest moments. The most impressive aspect of the film as a whole is how, well, Palmer holds her own against the even more experienced Latifah, though neither of their performances was enough to save the movie from poor critical reception. Unlike similar high-profile well-cast musicals, Joyful Noise was not a success at the box office. With a $25 million budget and a worldwide total of just over $31 million per Box Office Mojo, it seems the combined star power of Parton, Palmer, and Latifah wasn't enough for profitability. 6. Medea's Family Reunion 2006, $63 million. In Tyler Perry's Medea's Family Reunion, the title character is forced to take in an ill-tempered foster child, Palmer's Nikki, due to her actions in Perry's first film, Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Family Reunion wasn't the first time Perry's Medea movies tackled deep issues, and it was far from the last. But an attitude-prone child learning to reform from an attitude-prone adult is an interesting spin on a well-worn concept. Like the majority of Perry's other films, the international gross for Medea's Family Reunion is negligible. However, considering it made over $63 million, according to Box Office Mojo, on a budget of just $6 million, there was little doubt the director would be able to continue making as many movies as he saw fit. Unfortunately, however, the 2006 reunion film is to date the only time Perry and Palmer have collaborated. 5. Ice Age Collision Course 2016, $64 million. Palmer reprised her role as Peaches the Mammoth from Ice Age Continental Drift for what is today the final installment of the franchise Ice Age Collision Course. As the daughter of Ray Romano's Manny and Queen Latifah's Allie, Peaches allowed Palmer plenty of time in the voice acting spotlight before her role in Lightyear. By the time the Ice Age series' fifth installment hit theaters, domestic interest had dwindled to a severe extent, a mere $64 million per Box Office Mojo. The same could be said to a lesser degree for its international pull, but it still scored over 3 times its $105 million budget from international territories alone. 4. Barbershop 2, Back in Business 2004, $65 million. In Barbershop 2, Back in Business, Palmer's role is fairly blink and you'll miss it, starring as the niece of Queen Latifah's Gina, who would go on to get her own spin-off beauty shop. 2002's Barbershop was a surprise smash hit in the US, scoring a final US gross of nearly $76 million on a $12 million budget per Box Office Mojo. The Palmer's touring sequel didn't go quite as well, making $65 million on a vastly increased budget of $30 million, also according to Box Office Mojo, but it was still profitable enough to eventually result in Barbershop The Next Cut 2016. 3. Lightyear 2022, $112.5 million as of 7 out of 10. In Pixar's Lightyear, Palmer voices ambitious Space Ranger Izzy Hawthorne, the now-grown granddaughter of Alicia, Buzz's old pal before he got trapped in hyperspace for a few years. Not only is Pixar's film the highest budgeted entry in Palmer's filmography, but it also gives her a role nearly as chewy as that of the title character. Hawthorne is extremely driven, yet can show her fun side, though she will never sacrifice the importance of the mission at hand. Lightyear may be Palmer's most high-profile film, just as it's one of her highest grossing, but it hasn't still proven to be a financial success. The film didn't impress pundits over its opening weekend, scoring a lackluster $50 million stateside per Box Office Mojo on a $200 million budget. More troubling is the fact that it hasn't held on well week after week, which is unusual for an animated film, particularly one of the Toy Story franchise. 2. Hustlers 2019, $105 million. Hustlers follows a group of exotic dancers who begin drugging and robbing their high-rolling big banker clients, led by Constance Wu's new to the game Destiny and Jennifer Lopez's seasoned pro Ramona Palmer's Mercedes and her peers go for an illegal, extravagant ride that ultimately ends in jail time and suffering for all involved. Hustlers was a major hit for STX Entertainment, their biggest outside of perhaps Bad Moms. The film went into production with a budget of $20.7 million, shockingly small considering the involvement of Lopez, who also served as producer alongside Will Ferrell and Adam McKay, Cardi B, Lizzo, Palmer, and Riverdale's Lily Reinhart. It earned nearly 8 times that worldwide, including just about $105 million from the United States alone, per Box Office Mojo. Number 1. Ice Age Continental Drift 2012, $161 million. After the second film of the Ice Age saga, The Meltdown outgrossed the first film in both the domestic and international markets. The third installment, Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs in 2009, stayed about even in the domestic market, but it jumped by another extremely impressive $220 in international territories, guaranteeing the existence of Palmer's first installment as the rambunctious and fun-loving Peaches Ice Age Continental Drift. Like the long-running Fast and Furious franchise, Ice Age continued to excel overseas per the film's box office mojo page, with the fourth installment's international tally of $715 million, making the film still impressive. $161 million domestic gross seems small. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.